This is a sample from the audiobook, How Did You Get Here? Written by Scott Montgomery and narrated by the author.
When I meet people and share what I do for work, I understand that they make certain assumptions about me, that my entrepreneurial success is the result of an Ivy League education, and the homes I live in are the result of growing up with family money, that I started from something, and success is something I've always enjoyed. Those who knew me in my younger years would laugh at those assumptions, as they couldn't be farther from the truth. People who've known me throughout my entire life recognize that my journey did not start as some valiant march towards success, rather as an escape from chaos. Every milestone in my career, from my first job to my first car to moving away from my hometown, were attempts to run away from the kind of upbringing that typically doesn't end up being surrounded by a happy and loving family, owning multiple homes, all supported by a thriving business. But that's exactly where I ended up. Today, I am proud to say that I am the co-founder and chief customer officer of Worldgate LLC, a technology consulting firm. We provide K-12 school districts with solutions that help them achieve their information technology goals. As I write this book, we have engaged hundreds of customers who have spent upwards of $60 million to work with our stellar team. I'm not just an entrepreneur. I'm also a person who spent his early days trying to make order out of chaos, who almost lost himself completely in his early 20s, and who bounced back and began an ascent by climbing the corporate ladder at Verizon. I don't know how many people in senior management or those starting award-winning companies have experienced the uncertainty I've known. Rather, I find they were often prepared for a bright future by growing up in a steady home and graduating from a great college. That's okay with me. I'm pleased when people learn that I followed an unconventional path to success. I am pleased and thrilled to hear the same question asked over and over after I explain my background. How did you get here? How did I get here? Well, let me tell you. This book intends to capture how I turned a childhood of escape attempts around and worked toward success and happiness in my adulthood. To me, success and happiness are the same. You know the old saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint? Achieving success was more than a marathon. It was an Ironman. Along the way, I may or may not have been disqualified during the Ironman in the literal sense. But disqualifications, bad habits, and other moments of havoc can always provide opportunities for positivity and growth if one chooses to see them that way. Through the good, the bad, and the ugly, I've learned that I have the choice to maximize my potential and make lemonade out of lemons. I've had to refine my leadership skills and overcome some bad habits along the way. And it all began with making the choice to see the lemonade in the lemons. As you are reading this book, know that you have the same options. You will learn what choices you might make that will carry you forward toward the success that you seek for yourself, your career, and your family. It doesn't matter where you come from or where you want to go. It's really about embracing that you have the choice to move ahead toward your destination with determination and a smile on your face. Who is this book for? As I came into adulthood, married, and began a family, I realized that the life of an employee working until retirement at the age of 65 would never satisfy my desires. I wanted more. The corporate ladder only has so many rungs, and I felt I wasn't qualified to achieve certain levels of advancement within the corporate vortex. I also had to, leave my own mark on the world. Does this sound familiar with your own intentions for your life? Then you're reading the right book. I want to help any curious, driven young person or budding entrepreneur in the same position I was so many decades ago. Perhaps you're unsure about where you are headed, but certain you're destined to go somewhere. Early on, I discovered I could escape my situation by earning money. When I began working in high school, I was already a leader in my own life, even though I didn't identify my mindset with leadership at the time. Though not a stellar student, I was ambitious and personable and made the choice to forge a better life for myself. I discovered the potential that holding down a job brought me. I took that opportunity and I ran with it.
Thanks for listening. Please follow these links for more information or to purchase. Be sure to visit www.silvertonaudio.com for more information about other titles. And sign up for our newsletter for more information and special offers.